So, good morning, Mansi. How are you doing today?
Morning. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing pretty well, but it's been, I can say, 10 to 12 days. I didn't make any videos. So, today I'm feeling something different. I'm
That happened.
excited. Mhm. Okay. So, how was your day so far?
My day, it's going good. I
Going good.
just,
Okay.
uh, yeah,
Mhm.
I just complete my all work, which is household and
Mhm.
coaching and
Mhm.
uh, my syllabus as well. That types
Okay.
of work I have done. Now I free because I have to connect with you.
Mhm. Okay. So, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Well, my name is Mansi, as you know that,
Mhm.
and I basically belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. If I qualification, I have done my master subject of English literature. Apart from
Mhm.
this, I am running my YouTube channel name of English Dose27, and where I just upload a conversational video, my institute video, and the all video who's which is really helpful for learner and
Mhm.
now I'm doing PGCR from Indira Gandhi National Institute. That's pretty much
Okay.
about me. If you
Mhm.
ask anything else, of course, I really want to give the answers of all your questions.
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear from you and thank you so much for sharing about yourself. Now let's begin our conversation. And because I'm quite excited, it's been a couple of days as I have told you that I did not make any videos. So I want to ask you about your first English journey, not exactly journey, that what motivated you to learn this language. And right now, I think you are also guiding some learners, right? So, how long have you been guiding and what is your experience so far?
Mhm. Um, to be honest, when I was studying at a school, so I was not good at in that language, and I just hate this language. Not a hate, but I don't
Okay.
like too much. But
Mm-hmm.
I had to just cover the my syllabus because I have to pass only. If I got
Mm-hmm.
out of 133 marks, then I would be happy on that time. My teacher, my
Okay.
parents always scolded me, but for me,
Mm-hmm.
it was a great mark because when you don't like anything else, and after that you are just pass and you are crossing your class next. So of course this is good for you. So that types of student I was on that time. But
Mm-hmm.
after intermediate, I realized the value of English just
Mm-hmm.
because everybody spoke English in the my in front of to my eyes, in front of to society, in front of there are a lot of people, and I
Mm-hmm.
already noticed that such a beautiful and important language, not a beautiful but importance. It is important if you really want, because I am also a competitive exam student, and if you
Mm-hmm.
are not good, so you are not going to crack any exam as written
Mm-hmm.
exam or as well. So that's why I start working in that segment. I had joined a one institute where I had given a 6 month, but to be honest, I was unable to. I just know that how to speak. I just
Mm-hmm.
know can I understand the things. But once I come to speaking, I wasn't able to speak that language just because
Mm-hmm.
of that. Because my interest didn't there in that field. But
Mm-hmm.
by the bless of God, I grabbed the opportunity for teaching, and
Mm-hmm.
without any thinking, I just grabbed this opportunity. I took this chance, and I start teaching. And I
Okay.
don't know how to explain all our things because my all students are same age. But by the luck, my students were very supported, and I already told I
Okay.
am beginner, I'm learner as well. So, but
Mm-hmm.
then we can say that my journey had started of learning English. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
teaching, it's a learning purpose. So
Okay.
I started learning as well. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
also making a lot of mistake in my conversation and my sentence formation, but the confidence what I have is just because of to teaching. So we can say that now I'm just giving my best, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
achieving daily. I have to improve myself. Such that
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. So my journey, I
Okay.
not finished right now. I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
proper.
It is going on, still going on. Yeah. So I want to ask you one thing, that as you have said you hated this subject, what is the reason behind it? Did you just get to know that English is a difficult subject? Because when it comes to me, if I recall my time when I was in school, I had the fear of maths mostly. Even English also, I was not that much good, pretty good in my school days. But when I enrolled my name in 11th and 12th, then I started liking English. But what is your reason behind it?
There's nothing reason. You know what? Mm, I'm lacking to reading as well. One teacher just
Mm,
stand me, you have to read a lesson.
mm,
So I escaped from that side because I really don't like. There is no any reason, intention behind what I am
mhm.
hating this language. But
Okay.
once I
You found it
started
difficult?
speaking,
Did you find it
yeah,
difficult? That's the reason?
we can say that it is a
Mm-hmm.
difficult. That's why I'm facing that types of problem. But now I'm enjoying. Now I'm enjoying to learn
Okay.
that language. Yeah, if any word, if you speak in that conversation, I grabbed that word because this is my mentality now. I have to catch each and every word what the other saying. It is good for me because
Mm-hmm.
that same word I'm going to use my next conversation, yeah, my next speaking terms where I can speak. So now I'm enjoying this language and I'm working as well.
Mm-hmm. Great, great. So, do you think that is it too much difficult to learn English?
No, it is not too much. It's
It
totally
is
up to
not.
the
It is
person.
actually our mindset. We
Yeah,
think that it is difficult, right? Then
yeah,
it
we
becomes quite difficult. Mm-hmm.
because we cannot compare to math. Math is difficult. We can say that you have to use your mind. But
But
for
some
English,
people find it easy and they
yeah,
like to solve
that's
maths, right?
fine. Yeah, but English, I think no, because this is the only language. This is not a
Mm,
subject. We treat that like this is a subject. We have to complete the syllabus. Yeah, of course, we have to complete the syllabus to cover this
mm,
language. But this is only language. We have to treat like a language. Of course, anybody can learn. We have a phobia. That's why
mhm.
we were unable to learn.
Yeah. Even I believe that if the teacher is comfortable, for example, an amiable person to whom we can approach, and the teacher has the quality of teaching it in a simple manner, then it becomes easy, even the maths as well, because we have the fear since our childhood that maths and English, these subjects are difficult, and then our brain starts thinking like that, okay, it is difficult, it's better to stay away from that. But I have seen there are so many students, they even like math subject, English subjects as well. So it takes some time, but the more we think that no, the more we think in a positive manner that no, it may take some time, but if we start liking it, if we enjoy the process with time and practice, it becomes easy, right?
Yeah, 101%
So,
right.
so
We
are
start.
you confident now when it comes to if you have to speak in English with anyone in real life as well? Are you
I'm more
confident?
confident. Of course, you know what? Confidence helped me to speak English. I have a confidence, and I had a confidence when I was teaching. Just because of
Mm-hmm.
confidence, I am able to teach. I was able to teach, and now I'm able to speak. Because mistakes are the part of life. Everybody makes mistake, but
Mm-hmm.
if you have confidence, then you can show yourself better way. Rather than you have a
Yes.
knowledge, or not, it doesn't matter, but I think confidence you should have. If you have, of course, you can do whatever it's going on your mind. Exactly, you can present yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, directly, one question I want to ask you, that what makes you confidence? For example, how do you visualize yourself or think about yourself that gives you that energy that I, yes, I am confident? Because
Yeah,
we
of course.
think, right? We think in our mind something about ourselves. We imagine, we visualize, and at times it happens, we feel nervous because we start thinking in a negative way. But
This is a
how do you make you confident?
You know what? To be honest, when I feel nervous, if anyone, because I have watched your video, you're speaking a very good way of tone,
Mhm.
formation structures. It's all good. Then I thought maybe I'm not good at in front of to you. And
Mhm.
if I take that thought over pressure, so maybe I am unable to speak in front of to you. I always said to my mind, if you are okay, then I'm also okay. It doesn't matter I'm making mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I have to speak anyhow. So that
Mm-hmm.
concept always take in my mind. You have to speak whatever you are going to speak. It's not your work. It's the work of people to listen you. You have to speak only, and always think I am good. I can speak, and if anybody speaks, then of course I can also. So that's things give me a confidence, and I realize that things. If I just thought like that, you are not I am not good at in front of to you, of course 101% I'm going to make a mistake. I'm not going to speak a
Mm-hmm.
well way in front of two people, because that things happened when once I started teaching. So the second batch is that the student were belonged most of the students were belong to English medium board. Then I thought
Oh.
maybe I was not good at. So the that batch, we can say that I was unable to teach a proper way, because the mind is that I have this concept. I'm
You had already the fear. Okay, those students, they belong to English medium school. Maybe they will be able to find my mistakes, right?
Yeah, and
Mm.
my sir told me, don't forget they are learner, they are student. You have to show yourself you are teacher. You can do that.
Okay.
But if you have fear, you don't know anything else, it doesn't matter. But
Mhm.
you have to show yourself you are teacher. So I
Okay.
this concept give me a tendency and the power as well. Now I
Mhm.
am confident. Now I don't think anyone is here. I wasn't be able to speak English. I am able to speak English.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Yes, I also think in this way. Yeah, I can speak in English. I think. But yes, when today, I went to my children's school this morning and I talked to the vice principal of the school. She is also a lady, and when I see her, how confident she is, and the way she speaks English, oh my God, I just get mesmerized of her. And I don't want to compare myself, but she has been speaking English maybe for 20 to 25 years, and maybe one day that day will also come, I will also feel like her. So I appreciate it when I see someone, and I think that if I see someone who is better than me and confident and good at speaking English, knowledgeable, I try to learn from those people. I get the inspiration rather than comparing myself and to taking the negative things from my inside. Yes,
Yeah,
I can also be better. I can also learn new things, and it pushes me to do more hard work.
yeah, of course.
Does it
And
happen to you as well?
yeah, of course, same thing happened with me, because I always want to connect with people who are speaking very well. And I think this is the positive attitude. You have to connect. But
Mm,
I think there's a lot of people who are learning that language. They have a such types of phobia. I am not going to connect with that person. I'm not going to speak that language.
mm,
I know only, you know what, once I was studying at a school, so my school teacher has a lot of knowledge about the grammar, and
mhm,
she has a knowledge how to teach. But once she came to speaking,
mm,
she wasn't able to speak. So just because of,
mm.
we can say that the communication is skill and the
Mm.
knowledge is totally a different.
Yes.
If you
Mm,
have knowledge still you are not going to show yourself, then we can say that you don't have a confidence on that time. That's why
mm,
my
mm.
one of my friends that is very good at art.
Okay.
She art is very good, but she has a phobia. She is not going to record the session with front of the camera. I
Mhm,
told her, you have to show your talent, and even
mm,
you just sit here and she can draw you. But such types of phobia she had, that's why she wasn't she is unable to just record the session.
mhm,
She's not going to post their video over a YouTube public. Such types of phobia, I think this is a very also this is a difficult task
mm.
comparison to learning. You can learn whatever you want to learn, but if you are not going to show, so your learning is going to be waste.
Yes, yes. And whatever the knowledge we gather, if we can share it, it becomes twice. Like we can also expand our knowledge by sharing with others, and simultaneously, people can also learn from us. Even not only us, whoever is learning new things, if they share with those things with other, they impart the knowledge, then other people can also learn, and they can also learn new things as well, right?
Yeah.
So, does it ever happen to you that you have taken a break for 10 days or 15 days in this journey of learning English or teaching as well?
Mhm.
And if it has happened to you, how did you feel? And how did you motivate it? Sorry, how did you motivate yourself from that situation?
Yeah, that things has been happened with me. You know what? I am a competitive exam student. So last December 2024, my exam would be conducted. So I took a break, July to, we can say that, December. I didn't
Oh,
teach anywhere. I didn't upload any video over a YouTube. So I think it's a huge gap. July to December. I took
yeah.
5 months, 6 months. Yeah, we can say that
Mhm.
6 months I took a break. So once I start again, I feel I am nothing. I forget all. I have forget all. I start from the zero, and the confidence which I had, I
Mm.
think I lost. So
Yes.
that things happen, but gradually and slowly I get again, and now I'm good.
Great, great. Yeah, it happens. Again, just we have to push ourselves. Today, I am feeling confident. It's not like that I'm not feeling confident. I still see for 10 to 12 days, I did not make any kind of video. So some kind of things I was missing. I was feeling that something I'm not doing that I do regularly, and it encourages me. I get the motivation. But I thought that, yeah, this is the life, right? At times it happens. We need to do something else. So I was enjoying with my siblings. I went to my mom's home after Eid. So I thought that, okay, I will not do anything else, because again, if, after coming home, if I think about doing these things, I won't be able to give time to my family members, to my siblings, and then my near ones. So I just took a break. But it, yeah,
It
from
is
today.
important. This is also
Hmm.
important because after
This
the
is
work,
also important. Yeah.
yeah, after the work, if we really want to enjoy ourselves, it's not to you are giving enjoyment to other. You just enjoying yourself. Like we can say the quality time we really want to spend to 10 to
Mm-hmm.
12 days. It is enough. I think it is good. We have to do that.
Yes, even see at times I feel like that when my mostly my mother is with me and I am thinking about my YouTube, I feel little bit guilty. See, this is the precious time because nowadays we don't live together, right? I am a married person, so I can't live with her regularly. So when I'm with my mother, I just want to spend the best time with her only. Uh, yeah. Okay, one another thing I want to ask, as you are a person right now, you are giving classes, you are learning English simultaneously, you are preparing for the jobs as well, competitive exams. So, which one do you prefer, hard work or smart work?
I think a smart work,
Okay.
hard work. It's.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes if you don't have time, when you
Mm-hmm.
start hard work, you are not going to achieve what you really want to achieve it. So I think do hard work with a smart work.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
how do you apply, and what kind of things you do to get the things in a less time? For example, what is your smart work?
If we talk about our competitive exams, so there's a no
Mm-hmm.
need to learn all things
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
once we starting time, the people are saying everybody, everything is very important.
Mm-hmm.
From where you can get the exam hall like question any question comes can become at your exam, so that is only a misconceptions, that is a rumors which is surrounding our society and we can say that our educational society, they are
Mm-hmm.
just providing us. No, you have to learn everything. Like we could talk about GK. GK is a very vast syllabus. We have to
Vast
learn
syllabus.
yeah, we have to learn each and everything. So I think
Mm,
no, if you know what is your subject and
mhm,
what is your syllabus, then cover yourself according to previous year paper, according to
mm,
what the examiner asks. So we can say
mhm,
that this is a smart work. Okay, second thing is that this is our called subject. Second thing is that just find out your strength. What is your strength? If you are not
mhm,
good at geography, so don't waste your time in geography. You have to
mm,
you can take a you can, if you are good at any subject, you have to do
mhm.
hard on that subject. Suppose that today you
True.
are getting a 80 marks out of 100, then you have to reach 100 out of 100, and you can do that
Mm,
if you are good at in that segment. So the
mhm,
weak subject automatically cover the all things,
mhm,
because wasting our time those things, there is
mm,
a result, nothing you get, because that is
mhm,
my math is not good. So if I do hard work in math, then I'm not going to such types of things. What I really want, what just make me to crack this exam. So of
Mm-hmm.
course, you have to work on that segment where you are good at. So they give you a double result. So that we
True,
can say that
true,
this is
true.
just hard work.
That is the right thing you have mentioned. In which subject you are good at, you can, if you give more time in that subject, for example, you have the strength, you can score good score, right? And if you have the weakness in different subjects, if you get good marks in another subject, you can get the average mark by
Yeah.
getting, by giving time. But if you give more time in your weak subjects, what will happen, you are going to waste the time, but you won't be able to get that good marks. Right things you have mentioned. And what about the English journey, English learning, English teaching? Do you follow
Yeah.
any
So
strategy?
yeah, English, my visualization is not good. I'm not fond of reading more.
Okay.
So I really don't waste my time on reading. Yeah, of course, reading is important. I have to read. But if I'm not good at, then I'm why I read that? Why should I read that? So I
Mm-hmm. Okay.
start listening more. So first,
Mm-hmm.
you just find out what is your strength area. Then start working.
Mm-hmm.
You're good at auditory, if you're good at listening, so of course start listening more and more, because purpose is only I have to learn English, I have to speak that language. What you are doing to cover
Mm-hmm.
that language is totally your choice. People are suggest you, you have to
Mm-hmm.
listen, you have to write, you have to read. But
Mm.
I am not good at reading, then how can I read? Okay,
Yes.
so you
Mm-hmm.
can read, but what the strength area like that? If anybody suggests me, you have to read a newspaper. So news
Mm.
my cup of tea. I
It
cannot
is
read.
not my cup of tea as well.
And that happened with me. If I read, so I start forgetting the things. Because
Mm.
so what I read, I'm foodie girl. I really want to eat
Mm.
more and more. So I read a recipe. I read a recipe. I
Mm.
just find out the
Nice.
recipe English. I start reading. We can say that I take a interest to read
Mm.
that types of material. So of course, what you write, what you have interest, find out, then start that work. So you can
Mm.
read as well and you can learn as well.
Yes, correct, correct. Because if we don't have the interest to do something, we can't get it. We may invest our time, but we'll not get anything at the end. That's true. Yeah, and everyone has the different strategy of learning. Some people learn by visualization, some people learn by listening to something, and some people they're good at reading. So which works for you? You have to, or we have to work on that. We need to know what is our strength, what works for us. Right, right. You have mentioned will, yeah. Okay. So do you have anything to ask
I have
to
already
me?
asked you, I think, previous video.
Yeah.
It was very nice conversation. I am recalling right now. I think we have
Food.
discussed about food more. We
Food.
have today. I just mentioned I am fooding, and then I recalled all conversation which I have done with you.
Yes, same. Yeah, when you mentioned, I also, yeah, visualized that thing in my mind, how we spoke about the food and everything. Yeah. Okay. So, Mansi, it was really nice talking to you, and I am feeling good because I told you after many days I'm recording my session, and definitely it is going to help me to record the next session as well. Thank you so much for giving your time,
Thank
Mansi.
you so much to connect me again. Okay, bye bye. Good day.
Bye
Good
bye.
day. Yeah.